Today I want to talk about blushes. So if you want to learn more about blushes and what will fit your skin tone, keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with the color wheel. As you know, the color wheel has two sides. It has a warm side, which goes from this yellow all the way to this red violet, and a cool side that goes from this violet all the way to this yellow green. If you have cooler skin tones, you need to stick to things that are cooler in color, meaning have more bluish tones to them. If you have warmer skin tones, that means you need to stick to colors that are on the other side of the spectrum. So lots of golds, lots of reds, bronzes, that sort of thing. For cooler skin tones, you're going to do the baby pinks. You're going to if you want something that's going to complement your cool skin tone, you need to go towards the blue spectrum, meaning the color isn't as warm. It isn't as red. There's more blue tone to it than anything else. Okay, so let's start off with women of color. A lot of women of color are intimidated by blushes. They're afraid that the blushes are going to make them look like clowns, or that they're going to be overly made up, or it's not the right color for them. So I'm going to help you out in this video. So first of all, I'm going to start off with blushes that are good for everyone, and then I'm going to go onto blushes for different types of skin tones. The types of blushes that are good for everyone, think peaches. Peaches, some corals, anything that has just equal balance of bluish and red skin tones is really, really good. You can also do some nude colors. For example, gingerly. It's a sheer nude color right here, and it has just a hint of pink that even the paler girls can actually use this almost like a bronzer, and it'll work beautifully. Something like this, which is called Bask by MAC, is another bronzer type, gold, shimmery, I don't know, it's just a hint of pink, peachy type color that's good for everyone. So you want to stick to colors like that. Now, for warmer skin tones, for women of color, a lot of women of color are warmer skin toned. If you have more olive skin, going from olive skin to the range of darker skin, these are the blushes for you. You want to stick to, of course, you can get the peachy colors, like Peachy Keen is very, very pretty. It's also by MAC. But try out bolder colors like this red. This is called Frankly Scarlet by MAC. This is such a beautiful color for women of color. If you do not know about this, get your life, because this will change it. Alright, especially if you have darker skin tones like, I don't know, NW55s or even like NC50s or NW45s. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color on your skin. Also, don't sleep on Dolly Mix. Dolly Mix is one of those versatile colors that can be used for both darker skin, warmer skin colors and cooler skin colors. It's really pretty. It gives like a really flushed effect. If you can see, it is a bright pink, but it's one of those pinks that'll work. If you apply it sparingly and build the color, it'll work beautifully on darker skin tones. Another one that's great for darker skin tones is called Raisin. Raisin is a brick red brown. It's really, really pretty as well. As you can see right here, it gives you just a natural flushed color, especially with people with darker skin. If you put this on, it's going to make it look like you've been running around the block for a couple laps, and it's just going to give you that natural flushed look, and it's really good for everyday wear. I'm going to move on to other blushes that are not MAC. Now, if you can't afford MAC, go to La Femme. La Femme is one of my favorite blush brands besides MAC, of course. They are really super inexpensive. This is like $2 versus 15 something or $20 for people who don't have a pro card for MAC. This is the size, and as you can see, like this is Coral from La Femme, and it rivals Frankly Scarlet. Coral is a little bit more pink, Scarlet's a little bit more red, but you'll still get that same effect. So if you can't afford MAC, try Coral by La Femme. It also is very pigmented. If you look right here, like this is one light swipe and they stay on really long. So you have to really apply it with the light hand. or you're gonna get stuck with it. I'm just going to move on to some more La Femme blushes. These are some more La Femme blushes. I like this palette. It's $44 at Camera Ready Cosmetics. On the top right here you can see there's a lot of cool toned colors. As you can tell, there's a lot of bluish hues to them, or bluish tones. And at the bottom is for the warm colors. This one right here is just a very nude color. It's a very peachy color. It comes on more peachy than what it looks, but it's nice if you want that nude, well, that smoky eye look, and then the rest of your face nude. It's really nice for that. But all of these for down here at the bottom are for warmer skin tones, so you want to stick to these. Of course, these are for the cooler skin tones up here. Scents has the Blush 2 palette. The Blush 2 palette that they just came out with not too long ago, and this is very women of color friendly as well. We notice they do have some cool tones as well, but you can actually mix it with the other colors and get that right shade for you. This is so pretty on. Don't be afraid of oranges, especially with the with darker skin tones. Orange will give you just the most beautiful look. I can't even describe it. You really have to try it. I love oranges, especially for the summertime. It just gives you that bronzy, just that glowy look, and it's just really pretty. So yeah, La Femme is really cool. It has this pretty purple that's also really pretty on women of color, and you can use these as eyeshadows as well. As far as the staying power, they're not as they don't stay as long as La Femme blushes, because to me, in my opinion, La Femme blushes stay on longer than MAC blushes, but they still will do the job that you need it to do. And this is about, I think I paid like $12 or something. I don't know if that was on sale or what, but don't sleep on Coastal Scents and their blush palette. Let me think of anything else. Now for people with cooler skin tones, you want to stick to the lighter pinks, the baby pinks. Like this one right here is called Coral Spice. Women of color or the darker skin tones, we can actually use this as well sparingly, but this is going to be for the more lighter skin tones. A lot, if you have Caucasian skin or very, very pale, this will look beautiful on you. Also, of course, Terracotta will look really, really nice on you as well. It's a coral color, and again, women of color can use this sparingly, but it's more so for people with cooler skin tones because it's just going to give you that nice flushed look. Another one is Gingerly. Gingerly will look really nice on both people with darker skin tones as well as people with lighter skin tones, because it's a very pale, you see that? It's a very pale color, and it's really good too if you apply too much blush. You can apply Gingerly over that to kind of mute that color so it won't look so harsh. Let's go back to La Femme blushes. Like I said, people with lighter skin tones, if you have cooler skin tones, you want to stick with this range up here. This is going to give you the look, that natural flush look that you desire, without making you look too mudded or making your face look like it's muddy or dirty. If you use warm colors on your skin, that's what's going to happen. So you just want to make sure that you stick to the cooler colors up top. And the same thing applies to the Coastal Scents Blush 2 palette. You want to stick with these baby pinks, the cooler colors. You can actually try to pull off this purple, maybe blue toned enough that you can pull off this purple. I haven't tried it on people with lighter skin colors, but I think it would look really cool if you're not afraid of color. You could probably mix it with a lighter baby pink just to soften it up just a little bit, and I'm sure it'll give you the beautiful effect that you're looking for. Well, anyways, I hope this was helpful. I just wanted to drop a couple hints of knowledge to you guys, and let me know if you have any of these and how you feel about them. Until next time, if you have any requests, let me know. Bye. Thanks for watching.